Thank you for listening. Here's a true story. You never really know who's behind you until they don't stop. He didn't look dangerous when he walked out of the store. That's the part everybody remembers. He didn't look angry. He didn't look rushed. He didn't look like a man who had already made a decision. He just looked normal, a guy leaving Target at 10:40 p.m. with nothing in his hand and nowhere to be. The woman he watched didn't notice him. She was loading bags in her trunk, keys between her fingers, the way people do when they're alone at night and trying not to think about it. She closed the trunk, got in, locked the doors. And that should have been the end of it, but he got into his car too. And when she pulled out the parking lot, he pulled out behind her. Not close, not aggressive, just there. She didn't notice it at first. Nobody does. You don't memorize headlights. You don't assume the world is choosing you. But 3 turns later, she saw the same car in her mirror. Same distance, same speed, same silence. She changed lanes, he changed lanes. She slowed down, he slowed down. That's when her stomach dropped. Not fear, not panic, just that quiet, heavy awareness that something wasn't right. She didn't go home. She didn't pull over. She didn't try to lose him. That's when she called 911. Her voice was steady, too steady. The kind of steady that shows up when your body is screaming and you trying to pretend it isn't. She told the dispatcher she was being followed. The dispatcher told her to keep driving and head toward the nearest police station. So she did. Every turn she made, he made. Every light she hit, he hit. He never sped up, never backed off, never tried to pass. Just followed. The dispatcher stayed on the line. Asked her to describe the car. Asked her if she knew him. Asked her if she felt in danger. She said she didn't know. She said she didn't recognize the car. She said she didn't understand why he was still behind her. The dispatcher told her officers will be waiting outside. She turned into the police station lot. Bright lights, cameras, marked cars. He followed her in. He parked 2 spaces away. No hesitation, no confusion, no attempt to leave. Just parked. Officers walked out immediately, hands on their belt. Not running, just moving with that calm, practiced speed that said they'd seen this before. They asked him why he followed her. He said he thought she was somewhere else. Then they asked him who. He couldn't give a name. They asked him where was he going. He couldn't answer that either. They asked him why did he stop following her when she changed lanes, slowed down, sped up, turned, turned again, turned again. He didn't have an answer. They searched his car. In a glove compartment, zip ties. Under the seat, a knife. In the back, duct tape. He didn't fight. He didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. He just watched them take all of that out like he'd forgotten it was there. He was arrested on the spot. The woman sat in her car for a long time after, engine off, hands shaking, trying to understand how a normal night could turn into a headline she almost didn't survive. Later she said the part that stayed with her wasn't the chase, wasn't the parking lot, wasn't the zip ties or the knife or the duct tape. It was the look on his face. He didn't look angry, she said. He didn't look rushed. He looked like he'd done this before. Maybe he had. Maybe she wasn't the first car he followed. Maybe she was just the first one who didn't go home. But the part nobody talks about is what happened after the arrest. Not the paperwork, not the charges, not the quiet part. The officers walked her inside the station to calm her down. She sat in a plastic chair under the fluorescent lights, made everything look too short. Her hands wouldn't stop shaking, not out of fear, but from the realization of how close she came to trusting the wrong moment. One of the officers told her something that she'll never forget. He said people like him don't follow one person, they follow whoever doesn't notice. She asked if she'd done something wrong, if she overreacted, if she wasted their time. He shook his head. You did everything right, most people don't. Outside, they was towing his car. The zip ties, the knife, the duct tape, all tagged and bagged. He watched from the back of the patrol car. No emotions, no frustration. Just had the same blank stare that he had back at the parking lot, like he was already thinking about the next person he would have chosen. The officers told her she can go home, but she didn't move. She sat there for a long time, staring at the floor, replaying every turn she made, every light she hit, every second she didn't know she was being hunted. And when she finally walked out to her car, she checked the back seat twice. Then she locked the back doors. Then she sat there with the engine running, letting her reality settle in. Not the fear, not the danger, the truth. She wasn't chosen, she wasn't available, and that was enough. Thank you for listening to another episode of One Voice Mini Stories.